All right. So, good morning, everybody, and welcome to IGTV. We've got Steve Ward from Invincia on with us. Steve is the VP over at Invincia. Hey, Steve, why don't you give us a little background since this is your first outing on IGTV? Give us a little background about where you've been and who you've been with and stuff.
Sure. And first, let me thank you for allowing me to on the program and taking the time to be with me today. Give a little bit of background in terms of my career. I've been in IT compliance, IT services, and security for the past 15 years. I'm with Invincia now. Has had a product in market generally available for about a year and a half. I came on shortly after the company launched its product. It's called Invincia Browser Protection. Invincia Document Protection. Prior to that, I was with NetWitness Corporation, where I helped to drive that company to a successful exit to RSA. And before that, had a role at Saxon Computer Services, one of India's largest IT outsourcers. There, a myriad of different functions, including helping build their security practice. Prior to that, I spent about 7 or 8 years at a company called Savvis, which was predominantly focused on network services and managed hosting, but helped them build out their PCI DSS practice. So I've got an extensive background across security, across IT, and across the compliance.
All right. Hey, Steve, do you have us playing on another computer in your office there?
I do not, no.
No, okay. All right, because I was kind of getting double U.
Okay, so let's see. I tested the Echo service earlier,
Yeah.
and it came across fine. I was hearing a lot of fuzz when I was talking,
Yeah.
and I'm kind of hearing it now.
Yeah, I'm not hearing it as much now as I was before, but we've got that recorded so far, so we can play that back later, and both of us can see how all of that works out. We want to try and get this as smooth as possible. All right.
I'm trying to mute when I'm or turn down my volume, or is anything?
Yeah, if you adjust your volume down a little bit, that might cut some of it out. I don't want you to turn your volume down so low, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that better for you?
Oh, yeah, much better.
Okay, so I think what's probably happening is it's picking me up on your end, coming back to me.
Yeah,
Right?
it's right. You're getting a loop back effect.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So you've been in the computer industry for a while. You've certainly been working with some very good friends of ours over at NetWitness. And I do hold that out as a good flag. The Uran brothers,
Yep.
Emmett, and everybody else that we know in the family over there.
Sure.
So all that's good. So you moved over to Invincia about 6 months about a year ago.
Yeah, about a year and a couple of months, a year
Yeah.
and a half ago.
All right. So, I kind of set this up as, phishing attacks no more. And, trying to be very provocative here, using a little humor as well.
Sure.
All right. Because I don't think anything is going to kill this forever. But,
Sure.
you've developed a rather unique product and approach to phishing attacks. So why don't you just get into that a little bit? What makes Invincia so different than everything else?
Sure. So just sort of by way of background, I left NetWitness not because I didn't believe in the product or believe in the approach to market. I believe that, fundamentally at the core of our defensive strategies, we need to have that deep dive forensic capability, the ability to recreate the crime scene, if you will, to look deep into what was stolen, how pervasive the threat and how widely and deeply entrenched the adversary is. What attracted me to Invincia was sort of a changing of the mentality that I think has gripped security over the course of the last maybe 10 years. This notion that prevention is a failed strategy has sort of become an acceptable mantra for us as an industry. And what attracted me to Invincia was a very, very unique approach towards trying to make prevention. So what we do is we try and solve the user problem. We look at the state of the security industry and we say the user has become the target. The user is the unwitting accomplice in the breach of our networks. They don't know much about security despite all our efforts to train them. They're going to click on links. They're going to open emails that seem legitimate, and they're going to, sort of follow natural down the wormhole to getting your network reached. The adversary knows this, and they're targeting the user as their predominant attack vector getting into the network. What Invincia does is try and actually solve the user problem. We effectively, if you would put it in layman's terms, put the user in a bubble anytime they're coming into contact with untrusted content from the internet. What we've created.
Well, hey, Steve, let me interrupt you there. That's a